don't enter inside our election special, where we dey profile some of the presidential candidates them for and their vice presidents for inside this election in 2015. We get one Ogbonge analyst inside the house where everybody sabi. Yes, so all of them are going to meet them very, very soon. But we get two parties where we go to look at today. We get the Hope Democratic Party and the Alliance for Democracy. Even I don't know the Alliance for Democracy still there. But we're going to profile the two presidential candidates and their vice president. Of course, you know the analysts were there with us today. If you don't watch our program well, you go know as it dey hot. Yes, so Mr. Chukwude, they inside the building with us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, so it's good to have you. I will not say go hot well today.
Yes, yes.
All right, so straight away to Luchi, stay the ball rolling.
Yes, and the party where me I want to profile for now the Alliance for Democracy and the presidential candidate waiting for there now Mr. Rafiu Salau. Now Mr. Salau then born him for inside offer for 1956. Now in the state for Abuja. This 58-year-old man, he don't do business all in lifetime. He go to Baptist Day School, that one day for Kaduna State, from 1965 to 1970. Mr. Salau, now the National Secretary for the Alliance for Democracy, and in talk say, now he be the best candidate for the 2015 presidential election where he talk. According to our I quote, he say, I know the solution to this our nation, our problem. I know the kind of economy where Nigeria need to survive and to succeed. I know how to make our nation to be the first for inside Africa. To expand the economy, 30% of the oil revenue, that na money for inside oil, he say he go use and do for capital goods. That one he go use and do to develop the business. And he say all this one, now he go make our economy grow. He say the population of people who no get work for inside NAIJA, say he plenty past other country own. And he say to solve this problem, say every state, he go make sure say every state go turn into industrial city. That na city where get company we go take employ their own state people. And he talk say the states them, say they go create states for even people where they no get work. Say the developing economy of the states now go create the job and the work for those people them. In can talk say in go make sure say this our economy they drive for first class based on say 50% of the revenue, that na 50% of the money where we go gather in say now from personal tax income and they go gather them from. Now the vice presidential candidate for Alliance Democracy, that na Clinton Cliff Akuuche. We try enter inside internet, try get better information, and we not to get plenty information. We just get one update where they talk say as in they go for the vice presidential debate for Abuja on Sunday, where be February 1st, they say in be they involved for inside one auto crash. And so therefore, no be fit make for that vice presidential debate for inside Abuja on Sunday. That's not the information we get on the profile we get for the presidential candidate and the vice presidential candidate for the Alliance for Democracy.
All right, the one I get for Hope Democratic Party, we get Ambrose Albert Nduwe Owuru, HDP, na be the party abbreviation. They say Owuru will be a 53-year-old legal practitioner and a lawyer na be. They say the born for Ridge for inside Port Harcourt for inside city of Rivers State. They say attend the state school where they for Orogbum primary school for inside Port Harcourt. Owuru they talk say proceed to Country Grammar School for Equere. Inco attend the University of Buckingham for inside Obodo, London there, England. They say he enroll for inside the London University of London for 1984. This HDP presidential hopeful for inside the affidavit when he swear give a neck, in talk say he attend Nigerian Law School when he come back from England. He can work for Seton Denton from 1986 to 1987. 1 year night work. Then he can join AA Owuno and go. They work from there from 1987 to date. Now there they work for the law firm, what they call Owuno, AA Owuno and Co. For the vice president, they say we not to get much onto the matter. They talk say for the vice presidential debate for Sunday in Abuja, they talk concerning say they go tackle corruption for Nigeria. Haruna Shaba talk say the problem say they go better solve them when every person where they inside government exhibit in life.
Yeah.
Say your life they free of corruption. They talk say all these ones and they go stop them when they elect you into public office. So you no go they allow me people to chop the life of their head. That's so Aaron and Shaba been talk. But we not to get any of other details about them on top internet. Yes, so now the two parties that we will the profile today now be that. So Mr. Chukwudi, everybody is talking. You think say these two people
Teams.
from both parties, the two teams from the two parties, they get the pedigree to be president.
If they not qualify, they for no stand up say they won't contest for the election now. But based on say they fulfill all the requirements, I make them come out talk say they go participate for the election so that they go present themselves. Make Nigerians come and talk say okay, well, this person is a better candidate and we'll go vote for them. So if they don't get if they don't believe say they qualify, therefore no come out.
Come out.
Okay. Okay. As you talk this one, so some people yesterday when we do the election special when we start them, some people come they call, they talk say, I say these people say they don't know them. So now who you go blame now for this kind of situation? Now be who you think say they're supposed to hold in hand. Now the campaign say they no campaign themselves well, or say they no to do budget themselves, or they no to prepare themselves for the beginning to know how this campaign will be this year.
You know, say, the problem no be many of these people when you see so they don't they actively involved for politics. So like yes now the presidential candidate of HDP don't contest twice already. HDP now the party when Pastor Chris Okoti form now.
Yes.
The man don't contest twice already, so he no be newcomer for this team. But the issue now say we go even look out for the media. Say some now because if you feel pay for them, if you feel pay for publicity, now you go get them. You go see some people they show their campaign for television. That's in the millions that they pay. If you don't get the millions, you know go fit they on top of television. But you know mean say you know go contest the election. So they try their best. If you go Facebook, if you go Twitter, all those different social media portals, they try to put themselves out there. But Nigerians we all look and say it be like they won't chop their own based on say that they collect grants from the electoral body. Say may they all chop their own. Say make it not be like say or some people go talk say then they try find relevance. Say if you don't look say okay this person now in they try ginger say he won't contest election. May they all give am something when go make am settle. But me I believe say not be their fault, I no go blame the media too because then they try. They get people when they work for them, when they put their self out there. But the electorate, say na noise, na we they like, too much flashy things. So those wey fit flash themselves on our television, now we go what they think about.
All right,
What they think about?
I get a question to ask you, but I think Lolo
No,
to leave
please
our
go
phone
ahead.
lines open. Abi?
Yes,
Very
our phone
soon we're going to leave our phone lines open for you to call and contribute because this one, our debate, no be only one person I go talk 2772 195 2773 195 2777 195 and 2778 195. You know, say na two.
I know,
Yes,
I
so
know,
if you
I
break
know,
it down,
I know.
So if you call us for all the numbers, don't forget if you are calling from out of Lagos, put 01 for the front. And when they call us, reduce the volume of your TV set so that the two of us go hear ourselves very, very well. So you can comment.
All right. And even our toll-free number.
And our
there.
toll-free number too is scrolling on top your screen now. So if you do it in, call us on any of the phone lines.
All right, Ogachukwu, just one thing I want to ask you, because almost all the presidential candidates, and even this AD man, all of them, they talk about job, to create job for the people. And they talk about oil revenue, making sure our reserve did this amount, not did this amount, making sure we encourage local industry. What do you feel, say, really, we fit do to create jobs for our unemployed youths?
Well, the truth be say, if we talk about jobs, now problem went on there from time immemorial. Have been issue from the start. From 1969, people don't talk say job no day. And various governments don't come, don't talk say they don't create job, they create jobs, see what they create. But the thing we will ask ourselves now say, for governance, you get what they call consolidation. When you do something, you improve on what you don't do. And when they get continuity, say consistency, you don't create this job now. You don't create enabling environment for more further investment or for make people when start the job, they feel grow. Like for example, now you talk say you create enabling environment for people to start business and power no day. At the end, after like 2-3 years, the business go pack up. So first and foremost, we supposed get blueprints. The blueprint supposed map out better structure where we go start from level 1 until we go up. We don't compare ourselves to other advanced democracies because these countries over time they don't show consistency. Nigeria and countries like maybe Even China and Singapore, we've been there the same level before now. But people like Mao Zedong, Yen Kuan Liu, these people then they get plan for modern China and modern Singapore. And today we know they see those countries back. We go even wear recommended glass.
You know,
make I follow up on that, because when you talk about consistency, do you think Nigerians were ready for change? Because a lot of times when we don't get incumbent president, and when you remove that person, imagine hypothetically, say another major party win, and there is a shift of governance. Don't you see that there's a truncation of the plan where they get? Is it not better to have a general blueprint
than to have one?
Maybe just take this call.
Babalola from Ilorin. Babalola, good morning.
Good morning.
Babalola, I beg, help us reduce the volume of your TV set. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Chukode,
Sir, good morning, sir.
the PDP man.
No, not be like that too. We just been talking
I'm
about
missing
today.
your guy, Ukubi.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very interesting that we are discussing about the upcoming election. My name is Bobola Babalola.
You're welcome.
I just want to make a brief contribution on the upcoming election. Yeah, we just hope that it's going to be a free and fair one, but I'm also afraid of it being rigged by the PDP, because it is very obvious that Buhari is taking, the heights.
That's a fallacious statement.
No, it's not a fallacious statement. It is what is observed. I work in Ilorin, and when Buhari came to town, even up to my domot, they pack supporters, they pack motor reach there.
Those people don't get work.
Sir?
Those people who pack themselves food there, they don't get work.
It's just to show their support. I was also there.
They
I'm not a party
you
member.
come out office, go there.
Yes, I have to. It was on a Saturday.
Okay.
It was on a Saturday. So I just indulge all Nigerians to, take the election as an opportunity for change. We should all use our vote to determine our future. It is very obvious that good luck has nothing to offer. 6 years passed. It's all zero.
That's another fallacious statement.
In fact, I began to hope to vote the person in Hope Democratic Party.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Babalola.
Babalola. Thank you very
Well,
much.
everybody has a right to their opinion. He is
Yes.
speaking for himself,
Yes.
not speaking for the
Everybody.
general populace.
Yes.
So we were talking about something, say consistency seems to be the problem that we have in Nigeria. If there's a major power shift, you find out that no matter how good the infrastructural development that the previous government have put in, when a new government that is totally different comes, they stop there. Imagine say they don't build rail, reach halfway around the country, another party can't take over. You go see say they go start water system, pump money into another area. Why you think say they be like that? Because it's for the good of the country, not just the party.
Chukwudi, I beg you answer that question when we pick this call. Alice from Lagos. Hello, Alice.
My name is
Promise.
Okay, Promise.
Good morning,
Promise.
Good morning,
All right.
Promise.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Promise.
Yeah, please, concerning this election, you say we are all clamoring for change. But they don't talk about the real change. They don't talk about the real change. In the aspect of APC of the thing, I'm from Edo State, and my village is close to Adasosumole, that is preaching about change every day. The road there is not being tied. So what are we talking about change? Good luck is going to win. There's no doubt about it.
All right, thank you very much, Promise.
All
Thank
right,
you very much, Promise. Thank you.
Everybody is becoming partisan. But that is what we encourage. We encourage everybody to be individual.
Yeah.
This one is not about, we cannot determine what you want.
Oh, yeah, true.
Okay, we get another one. Austin from Aja. Austin, good morning.
Good morning, Austin.
Hello, good morning. This is Entonsi calling from Adja.
You're welcome.
All right, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I want to make my contribution.
Feel free.
It's so obvious that a lot of people are very sentimental when it comes to the issue of election. One, some people go call themselves saying, Goodluck Jonathan never do anything. Are they blind or are they deaf? Who is Buhari? Buhari ruled us for 2 whole years for crying out loud. This is someone that created our democracy. Now you want us to go back to the dark
old age. It is very wrong. We are energetic for crying out loud. You cannot make us to go back to stone age because we want Buhari to come for us. These people that are coming for Buhari, most of them, they don't even have PVC.
Thank
you very much.
Mr. Maja.
Everybody is very
Thank you very
opinionated
much.
this
Yes,
morning.
Now, because of say many of our political office holders, they don't be patriots and they don't be nationalists. Now their pockets, now they think about.
We get a caller from Plateau
As in-
State.
From
We
Plateau
need to
State.
take it.
Our lines
Good
are-
morning.
Good morning. Emmanuel, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Feel
Abeg-
free to contribute.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Television set.
I beg, help us
My name
turn
is Emmanuel.
your
I'm
television
calling from
set.
Plateau State.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Please, concerning the issue of this upcoming election, what we all want is somebody that will be Nigeria.
Hello.
We like
Hello?
don't lose
Is
that
that
call.
on?
Be like,
That's all.
don't lose
All
out.
right.
Many of them are their pocket they think about.
Whether good luck or Buhari, somebody that will help us, we being the Christians, there will be not much killings. Nobody will be disrupting us from going to service or whatever. And they will stop this boggling of things. That's all.
Thank
Okay,
you
thank
very
you very
much.
much.
He's concerned about security. That be the thing within your mind.
So many of them, now their pocket they think about. We know people when we say they start with hundreds of thousands when they enter government, but now they don't turn billionaires. Now, what I've been asking at that time when he talk, say people come out, people fool, people go live. You go see they organize campaign, both parties or every party. People go they reach hundreds of thousands when go there. They don't get what they do. The truth be say, if we they start from somewhere, because if you check from time, all the various governments who will not get, many of them we they see changes in policies. They know they continue from waiting person don't start. Now we don't reach one point where we say it can't be like say everything don't rotten, everything don't spoil. We not be miracle. We not elect miracle worker. We elect human being when blood they flow through in brains, and it go start from somewhere. This thing when we even they see now something when we say it take us like even 150 years before we go fit achieve am. Because we get people when they sabotage the effort of government. We get people when don't even just want to make it work because they know say if it work,
They
it
go
go
lose.
it go affect
It go
them.
affect
So you
Yes.
feel say
Yes.
consistency supposed there for government?
Consistency supposed there for government.
Okay.
You know, we just do. Some people go out they talk say we go create 3 million jobs. They don't tell us how. Some people go out they talk say in under 3 months I go stop insurgency. You know, all these things
Yeah.
not possible.
All right,
But
okay, do we get
get
person from
call
Benin?
from Benin.
Sorry.
Good
from
morning. Hello.
They disturb.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Fine.
Okay, I see your program.
Hello. Wow.
Reduce the volume of your TV set and you go reach us well.
Okay, all right. I say Unkubi. Mr. Chukwudi, I want to ask now, when everybody they come out, when all these candidates they come out, all of them they go say, I go do this, I go do that one. If you check the present government and even the one we want to enter now, so all of them they talk the same thing. But why be say when they don't enter that government, when they don't enter that sit down, to start that action plan where they talk say they go do, no problem.
Na because many of them no get idea. They don't get idea of what they won't go there go do. And people when we say understand the way when the thing they work. Now governance, now democracy. You know go just come talk say now like this we go do and they follow process, due process. Make you no be like say the author say person they high-handed, saying they take erratic decisions. So we don't start from somewhere. Our railway when we say they comatose before. We don't see say they work.
Yeah.
People they build roads. People they get jobs. Shopee they there now. You win. We they see agriculture, diversification of our economy. But some people they talk say no, they never see anything. That's because they never look where. If you wear recommended glass, look, you go see say transformation and change are two different things. So to transform, not to evolve. To change, not to just do am like say na juju.
Let me just ask we get Emmanuel from Warri.
Emmanuel, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my people. How are they now?
We dey
Gentle.
Kankwe.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are they?
We're fine, oh, we did okay. Emmanuel?
Please, please, I want to say something about this coming election.
Let's
Okay.
go there.
What I want to say is this. Please, I want to say that nobody should criticize anybody about whether Jonathan or Buhari.
what I want to say to Nigeria is that all Nigerians should please go out on the 14th of this February and vote for your choice candidate. Either Buhari, either Jonathan, or the one on the HDP. Vote for your choice. Don't criticize anybody. Everybody are human beings. If Buhari will bring changes to this country, whether you believe, whether you criticize or not, the change will come. If Jonathan will use the second tenor to bring changes, whether you criticize or not, the change will come. If we not bring change, whether you fight or you that, it will still continue on what is doing. So and he has fight. So let's compliment him for that. So,
All right,
thank
you very much, Emmanuel.
I wanted to ask a question that, okay, look at this issue of funding. We get somebody from Delta. Henry, good morning, Henry.
Good morning, Henry.
Be like say Henry never gather well. I be want ask, okay. Everybody during election, you must have a campaign team. You must have your plans for funding. And when we now excuse some of these smaller parties, say, you no even feel they popular enough to get your own funding strategy, and you expect the populace of Nigeria to commit their country
money,
into your hand. How are we sure that you that cannot even rule and make yourself visible, how do you want to rule our Nigeria?
No, but in truth, the person went gather 21.27 billion naira, and the person went sell form for 27 million naira. Make we look them, we don't see any better thing when they don't do. No, make we check them now. So it don't show, say, whether you spend money or you don't spend money, we are talking of competence. And they know they buy that one for market. You understand? The electoral laws don't stipulate how much person go fee use, do wetin they do. But you know, go blame them because, take for example, last week they been they complain, or 2 weeks ago, say, somebody put one publication for newspaper when he talks on things when we say they fee cause problem for this country.
Yes,
You know how much that one page cost? If he carry that kind of money, go put that kind of thing for paper, when they capable of, that thing just be like, it they capable of to trigger wahala for this country.
Yes.
But now because of say he gets the money, you understand? So it is not about how much the person won't use or whether Nigerians go fit through, because the ones when they buy form for millions of millions, the ones when they gather billions to use show, say, okay, now make we see how soon I go do them. All these things, they don't monetize them. And it should not be like that. It should be about competence. If we check the old Igbo society, the egalitarian Igbo society, not be who get money pass or who big pass, then they respect. Now, people of integrity, those when they hold your
integrity for Nigeria, like you just they talk like say that's something where they for show glass for museum.
Just they look.
Where all of us they pay money to go watch. Say, na integrity be this?
Well, now because of the money don't too much inside. People know they think about.
But don't you
honesty.
think that fundamentally when the Electoral Commission that is selling a presidential form for millions of
Is the
naira,
political party
They sell them. Every party gets its own right to put the amount of money where you want to put for the form.
But he gets some amount. He gets some amount when they outrageous.
Are you telling us that we should not have a stipulation? We should not have a benchmark?
Now, wait until you say one electoral body day where the amount of money where you supposed to spend for campaign, they already put on down. But the thing is, say, we they follow on for this country.
Now, the time when we say, people they complain, say, how will I go sell for this amount? The leader of one of the parties talk, say, no now. Say, that to shows, no be, or even put the talk, every Tom, Dick and Harry, when things say qualify, go come pick form. So the question now, I say, if I no get 27 million,
I no go fit
pick form,
become president for this or attempt to, so that I go fit change, even though I know the problem when they affect Nigerians no plenty, not just 3. Now we they ask for. And you just be like when the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God. Nigerians won't sleep with their eyes closed.
Security one.
Nigerians won't chop belly full.
Yes,
that one,
food.
Employment, everything.
Plenty,
Make people just stay comfortable. And 3,
corruption.
Nigerians no one make person they chook hand for our own money.
Corruption.
If
That's
we
corruption.
all these 3 things, if we solve them, this country will become Eldorado. That's paradise.
Make I ask you this question. I'm sorry, make I just ask Chukwude this question. Now, with the way things they go, it just shows that we get like 2 major parties now, 2 strong parties.
Not be just show now, 2 we get.
Okay, you feel say at this point where we don't reach, we need to run on 2-party system?
No, now multi-party system with the run.
No, but the other parties are invisible.
From the look of things, it be like only 2 parties they run.
INEC register 28 political parties.
We understand, but at this point.
But you go to say in operation, because some of these parties don't endorse they don't endorse
candidates.
the other candidates.
Yes.
And why people they talk say they be like satellite campus of these other parties to just use them, they hope
Yes,
people
to
for
hold
work.
people for work.
Because you go the campaign say you want make this person become senator or governor, but make them vote this person for center. Our democracy no go dey vibrant.
But you know, say Chukudi now, as one of the callers we talk, in talk say with the talk of change. These people they talk say they go develop Nigeria, develop our economy. For where did they come from? That place they develop.
Thank you very much. Now you ask the question. Yeah, I no go need answer now because as you answer now rhetorical question.
Yeah, because if you want look at if I want vote you, or if I want make you be my leader, I go first look the thing where you don't do for your hometown. I go first look how you don't take manage. If na business you do, how you manage that business or the development what you do for that business. Before I
But
go
what
say,
do you
I
now
want vote
do
you.
in a situation where you look at the two scorecards and at F9 parameter?
They-
Now why e be say we the electorate, that's the people when they vote, we suppose they more conscious and aware. You understand? Why they go carry 12.5 kilogram of rice? They take the chances now because Nigerians they hungry. And the hunger no be just about the belly, hunger for brain to follow. You understand? Because if you don't look say man, this rice, you don't calculate say 2 weeks. You go chop jollof rice, chop coconut rice, chop fried rice. But you can't forget say for the next 4 years, you go suffer, you go sweat, hunger go beat PhD enter your body. If we dey think am like that, these people when election time reach, they go come, they crawl, they beg us. People they come, they shout, say we sabi all the thing wey they do. We know their secrets. You understand? And Nigerians need to dey more conscious, they more aware. So because one PVC, as e dey now, you sef know, one PVC heavy pass 30 bags of rice.
Yes.
If you flash PVC for some people front now, they go begin to call you brother because they know say with that PVC you go empower them. And if Nigerians begin to conscious say with this PVC we fit make una do wetin we want make una do, then everybody go begin to answer us, they do wetin they're supposed to do for us.
You know what? Yesterday I did read about then when INEC be neck. Yeah, we will not get time again. But then when INEC be neck went on for Nwosu, be they actually take over 9 be the head. I be they read about time and I can't discover say it get one time for Nigeria where we get free and fair election.
So
You might time of Moshood Abiola time.
Yes, yeah.
Now you initiate that option A4, option A4 voting system, where it be say for you to enter presidency, you must don't do well for your stable first.
Yes.
After your stable, you can't enter local government. After local government, you can't enter state. After state, if you do well, you can't enter presidential.
Federal, that's what it's supposed to be.
If they bring that kind voting system back again, how many of all now? I'm not talking about any party system. How many of all
the
these
party system
presidential candidates who will get outside now go actually enter for
I talk am first, say none of them now be nationalists, none of them be patriots, because now their bank accounts and their pockets, now they keep first. So if we do this kind of system, many of them not go even feel win class captain.
Yes,
Simple.
yes, because that's what I'm talking
Now, what you
about.
supposed
That
to-
if
What
we're
you
going to
supposed
use
to
the
be?
scorecard
Yes.
of what has been
Wetin
done
they don't
before.
do?
Like me, I believe that a man that want to come out to rule a country must have been able to manage his family.
Yes, it's home.
Yes,
it's
now,
home.
I think
If you can even Islamic, Quran, everywhere you go
Everything.
see that some of these rules cut
But
across.
may we not make mistake, we not be only man. Oh.
Exactly.
Make we not come be like say we dey discriminate.
No, man and woman.
Man and
When me I
woman
talk about man, man is like human race, it's generic. When I look at election, I don't look at people as female and male.
Yeah.
I look at it as men as a race. Because the brain where woman get, 9 man get.
But I said out of the people when we get now, he be like hey, the woman brain, he be like hey, the woman brain, he be like hey, he pass the other.
That party decision,
Yeah.
a lot of people
Shania.
will tell you that she has stayed in the academia.
Yeah.
Because
The
like
professor
me,
says
I
different from
believe that the
leadership.
next generation, we have to start to equip ourselves to become career politicians.
Yes.
People that are raised. American democracy is benefiting from career politicians. Some of these children, they say they go to scouting schools, the best
And are
of
from
the best.
small.
By the time you get best from Harvard, best from Yale, best from this, best from that, and start to groom them.
Thank you.
So that by the time in another 50 years, we have children that are born to be politicians.
Want
course
to be
now, of
leaders.
course.
You know what I-
Want to
you
be
know
our
what I-
leaders.
A lot of these our daddies.
What I think say we fit start from now first. Make we bring back our history. I don't know, maybe because of my background knowledge. Those of us who study history, if you go back for this country, if you dey read them, your belly pride go full your belly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we get people when we say from very small
Small
age,
age, they don't start to
they
move.
take them like fight.
Yeah.
Say this country go better.
Look at the likes of Azikiwe. They were like in a whole school.
And there were opportunity for them at a
Yes.
younger age for them to actually
start
get
to
into these
take-
parties.
Yeah,
Into
we
this system.
know say
Wow.
yes, we say this segment.
But like on the
dey
final
sweet,
note, on the
dey
final note, on the
sweet.
final note, I know say plenty people don't ask this question. You feel say this election go dey free and fair?
Our
On the
Oga
final
don't, no,
note.
our Oga don't promise us one man, one vote. We don't see elections for 5 key states before now. We see for Edo, opposition and winner. We see for Ondo, opposition and winner. We see for Anambra, opposition and winner. We see for Ekiti, PDP winner. We see for Osun, opposition and winner. So if you do them by 5, opposition win for 4 states. If the man tell us say one man, one vote, make we believe. Make we know they talk say, if he get one fallacy, I don't go talk and here, make you no be like say this is.
High five, high five. I do that analogy.
Yes,
This one don't give us hope. Yes, because me as a lawyer by training, you need to be able to. I work with the law of evidence. It's evidence that is before us that we need to look at, not hypothetical situations or circumstantial issues. We need to stay focused on the evidence before us. And if we are working from this premise, we are hoping and praying that you, when they listen to us, you go know say that voting, that power to vote, you get it.
Yes.
Because if everybody vote their conscience, who knows? We might get the change that we are looking for.
I'm telling you,
Yes,
Lolo. I'm
but
We
telling
go
you.
just do
I'm telling
pop
you.
now so that Ogachukwu go fit escape from inside the studio. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.